What's going on, YouTubeverse? Lord McLeod coming at you. So, 18 hours ago, on one of my videos, I had a comment by a Block Wilson, and he says, "Keep up the good work, guy. Can we hear your views on our homeless, veterans, and the mistreatment? Or maybe where they can get help, inform the people, or maybe not for fear of the haters." Well, first of all, fuck the haters. I don't live my life according to other people's terms. My life is my own, and I will do with it whatever the fuck I want. And in case you haven't noticed, I just don't give a shit. Now, as far as, well, let's take it from the top. So, our views on the homeless. Well, first of all, I'm homeless. What you see here is everything I own. Last year on Valentine's Day, this beautiful thing right here, my daughter was attacked by 2 pit bulls, and she ended up losing her back right leg. Those bills was over $5,000. Now, I had just moved in 4 days prior to this guy's house who owned these 2 pit bulls, and he didn't give me back a dime of my deposit or any of the rent that I gave him. So I was out even more than the $5,000. So I sold my Infinity. Yeah, I was driving an Infinity, a beautiful fucking car, gorgeous. And I had to sell it, and I bought this. Built it out. I have wood floors. I have a mattress, and I live my life. We live our life. We don't harm anybody, but yet we get fucked with all the time. In December, you'll see if you go back into my videos, 2 videos were posted where I was actually taken to jail simply for being in my vehicle and sleeping. One of the times I wasn't even sleeping. I was reading a book. And I was still taken to jail. Separated from my service dog, because that's what she is. She is my psychological service dog. She is federally recognized as a psychological service animal according to the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1989. Now, as far as how the homeless are treated, it's really quite appalling how the homeless are treated. It really is, because the police would rather me not even have a vehicle and be sleeping on the corner in a tent or on a bridge in a tent. And that's, I find it hard to believe that the police can feel good about ostracizing somebody who, I'm not a dope fiend, not an alcoholic. Yeah, I just live my life. And apparently that's not good enough. As far as veterans and the mistreatment of veterans, first of all, veterans, more than 20 veterans every single day commit suicide in the United States. Now, that is a figure that reaches into the hundreds of thousands since 9/11. Just since 9/11. This guy right here, Jose Caballero, he is running for Congress here in the 53rd District, San Diego. He actually penned the hero's promise. Now, this is something that is very near and very dear to his heart. Now, what it states is that every single person in the military will have meal and sleep time protection. Now, this man is a veteran of the Navy, so he knows the ins and outs. He was a nuclear reactor operator on a submarine, on the USS Ronald Reagan. So the man knows his shit. He's a smart man. And everything wrong with the military, he wants to fix with this right here. Now, you can look it up at joseforcongress.us. But it also gives the right to file an effective grievance, a right to mental health services without fear of losing your position or your rank, end of service pension, which for up to 6 years, equal time served of exiting base pay upon separation, plus 2 years extra for combat veterans, so up to 8 years. For example, a non-combat veteran that serves 4 years would receive 4 years of pension, but a combat veteran that serves 4 years would get 6 years of pension. Housing for all veterans, every single one will have a right to housing. That way we can deal with the homeless that are veterans, because they put their lives on the line, and now what, we just fucking forget about them? No. There's also going to be health care for all veterans. All veterans will have 100% health care via the VA or Medicare upon leaving service. This will include dental, vision, and mental health services. There's also going to be citizenship for all veterans. You would be surprised to learn how many people that have fought for this country in the military, all branches, and have been deported. Yes, that's actually fucking true. And education for all veterans. All veterans will have a right to tuition-free public education for their entire life. Now, again, this is the hero's promise. And it's penned by Jose Caballero. I like to call him Buddy Holly because he looks so much like Buddy Holly. But that's the plan for the veterans, and the mistreatment of the veterans, because there's a lot of mistreatment towards our veterans, unfortunately. There's too many of them that are standing on the corner with a sign, depressed, need mental health assistance, and all they can think of is getting drunk so that I don't think about blowing out my fucking brains. We need to fix this. It's an epidemic. More people have died from veterans killing themselves than have been killed by any mass shootings or coronavirus, which has become an epidemic. There's so many hundreds of thousands of lives that could have been saved if this would have been a thing just 10, 20 years ago. So that's my opinions on those things. We need to fix these things. It's not like it's difficult. The city could very easily give every homeless person a job cleaning up this city, because the homeless really do fucking care about the city a hell of a lot more than the people that live in all these fucking nice houses and have a home to go to at the end of the night. They're the ones who trash the beaches. They're the ones who throw trash on the fucking curb and shit. Like they're the ones that disrespect the cities that they live in. And then the homeless get blamed for it, you know? The homeless were blamed for some fires a year or so ago, and turns out a fucking somebody who lives in a fucking house basically went and set the fire and blamed it on the homeless, and it ended up coming out into light. So it's the mistreatment needs to stop. You know, not everybody that's homeless is homeless because they're a dope fiend or an alcoholic or whatever misconception, stereotype that you have in your brain that it might be. You know, take the time and stop and talk to somebody that's homeless, you know? And just because, you know, somebody's wearing, you know, a little bit of jewelry, you know, and has a watch, doesn't mean that somebody's not fucking homeless. Okay, I've been homeless for damn near a year. Ever since February 14th when she got attacked. Since then, I have not had a fucking place I could call home other than this van. So I understand and I feel it. Now, as far as getting assistance, there's, in San Diego, I know that there's, you can call 211. And, they'll put you through and they'll talk to you and figure out what you need. But there's a place that they'll send you to go get one of these. It's a card. It's called an orange card. It says Creed, program SDDC, and this is what you need to basically be able to go to a shelter and sleep in a shelter. You have to basically be registered. Unfortunately, I don't feel safe in those places. I feel safer in my van, so I don't go around those places, you know. I don't like having everything I own in a place where I can't fucking watch it because there's all kinds of people around that are shady as fuck. Not the homeless, but the dope fiends. So, you know, I stay, for the most part, I stay outside of the city. I don't stay within San Diego city limits. But, you know, I just picked up a job. Probably gonna be hired at the end of this week. They said they're gonna start hiring for the Mike Bloomberg campaign. It's part-time and pays $2,500 a month. So that's gonna give me a nice, it's gonna give me a nice little chunk of change so that I can actually get my van registered. Because it's not registered in my name. I've owned it for almost a year and never got it registered in my name. The registration's been out since June of last year. It's now damn near February. It's the end of January, you know. So today's the 30th. Yeah, January 30th. So, you know, it's gonna afford me the ability to do some of the things that I need to do. And then, you know, once I get that taken care of, what I'll be able to do is be afforded the luxury of being able to 100% tell a cop to fuck off when they tell me to leave, because I don't need my van to get towed because I can't get it out of the tow yard because it's not in my name. So I have to be very careful. That's why at the end of do not identify bully cop shutdown, that's why I left. But the whole point of the video was do not identify. So I hope that answers your questions, Mr. Block Wilson or Miss Block Wilson. I hope that more people like you post more questions for me to answer. I'd love to hear what people say. I look at all the comments that are posted on all of my videos. I always get notifications on my phone. I appreciate the support with the videos that I have been posting. But please be aware that there are other videos on here that I have posted where I did not leave, where more than what you've seen in that single video, more laws than that have been broken by the police. So please check out, 4 a.m. interrogation, SDPD harassment twice in 90 minutes. That one you'll love. You will love SDPD harassment twice in 90 minutes. That is, I sit there for about 20 minutes telling 3 or 4 different cops to fuck off, that I'm not going to identify, they can eat shit and die. So, and I do not leave at the end of it. So yeah, please check out my other videos. Comment, subscribe. As soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to live stream, and I'll be able to go, again, like I said, directly to, there's an FBI spot here in San Diego. They have the naval base here in San Diego. They have multiple police departments here in San Diego, and I will go and I will start filming, and I promise you within 10-15 minutes somebody is going to come out and start fucking with me, and you will see me just fucking lay it down. So please let me know what you think. Don't forget to let me know what your opinions are, what your questions are. I love to answer them. I love to be a part of the community. So thanks again for the support. Y'all take it easy. Until next time, keep your head up, and remember, don't identify. Shut them bully cops down. Stop the tyranny. Peace.